The following show is not intended for children under the age of 17. There will be foul language and adult content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Numbers in my stock is going up 'cause of my hunger. When you see me in my zone, I'm locked in, not clocked in. I'm never boxed in. When you see me in my
When I'm in my zone, I feel like I'm alone. I feel like I'm unknown to the world that's full of clones. My originality's focused on principalities broken. I'm loaning my heart and soul to the game that's scared to pay it back. And failure is a motherfucker. The strength to go on and believing in another sucker who don't see the vision in you. So you gotta work harder times two. Gotta make it do what it do with the limited sources you have. Your dream is still a find that motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it, get through it. Yeah. Mumble mentality activated. I waited for so long. Get burdens out, outweighed. When you see me in my
What up, people? What up? What up? Happy Gentlemen's Talk Wednesday. I got my boy GQ in the building. GQ, what's going on?
Motherfucking deal. Your marketing director at Hoochie Daddy Escorts Incorporated is live and in dark colors tonight. I'm a little exhausted, but we're going to make it do what it do, baby.
Hey, y'all already know what it is. I am your boy DJ Micah B. Easter Sunday came, saw, conquered.
Yes, sir. And the drinks was flowing.
Do you want to start there, or you want to kick it off with something else?
No, we're going to say that for the towards the end because
Okay.
that's fun. Let's get to the other shit that's going on first.
All right, so let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your main host for today. I mean, we always switch back and forth. It doesn't even fucking matter at this point. For most of y'all, you already know what it is. I'm your main host today. So let's start with the thing we call where it happened. It went away. Oh God. Nah, I can't find. Can you play that? Where is it?
What you looking for? What's trending?
Yes, sir. Let's kick off what's trending. I'm gonna get to the internet hoax in a little bit. I think that's how you say it, right? Internet hoax.
Yep, that's right on.
All right. So let's start with this. Offset of the Migos.
Yes.
Was shot. The alleged story say he owed $10,000 to a certain somebody who will stay unnamed on this podcast right now. But here we go again. It's another member of the Migos.
Yeah, I did see this. And what I saw was, I guess, disturbing is the word I want to use. Because a lot of the comments were like, "Oh, you know, finally Offset getting that karma he deserves." Like, people was ready to drag this man. I'm like, yo, like, this man just got shot, bro. Like, but I don't know. It was, to be honest, it was random. Because, like, it just seemed like any other routine event, you know, that he was attending. And all of a sudden, boom, you know, no pun intended, but, you know.
I mean, that's how I feel about it, too, because, first of all, for everybody that keeps saying it was karma, this, and that, first of all, I never thought Offset set up Takeoff. That's fucking insane. Never thought that. Never even had a mind that happened.
Yeah.
Second of all, are y'all really going to sit here and praise that another black man got shot, especially if you're in black culture? Doesn't matter if he's a rapper or rich or none of that. Like, come on. This is dumb and ignorance at its finest that people are celebrating and saying he got the karma he deserved. And I've seen it all up and down today on Facebook, and Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Um, speaking of,
and
go ahead.
you're right. Well, I'm like, but did we not just have this conversation last week about people choosing when and when not to, support and be like, like pro-black and everything else? Like,
Yep. This is one of those times where everybody should be rallying around and be pro-black because this is crazy. I think part of the problem is though it's a black man attacked by another black man, and most people are going to choose a side, right? And so there's always that factor too. But come on, man. There's no reason to celebrate somebody being shot, somebody being in the hospital. Like that's insane. I don't even wish that on my worst enemy
at all.
I've never been shot. I don't know how bad it hurts, none of that. But from what I have seen in my lifetime and what movies have taught me, there ain't shit cool about getting shot.
Miss me with that.
I know y'all saw Cat Williams stand up where he was like, oh shit, he got a gun. It's about to get good. It's about to get good.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got shot and was like, pimp down. Pimp down. And it hurt like hell. I'm trying to tell you, hey, nothing cool about that. Also, another internet, this the Offset thing wasn't an internet hoax, but what's trending, internet hoax, they have a picture of Cardi B, an AI picture of Cardi B visiting Offset in the hospital, talking about, hey, JT, you wrong. This is still my man. The fuck you talking about?
Wow. Some of this AI shit's getting so far out of hand.
Let me tell you. All right. This shit looks so real.
Oh no, I believe how real it looks like, because even Facebook now has like this thing, like when you're looking at, you be on Facebook and it'll be like the people you may know. There's a section they've now created that is called like create your own AI image thing. And it's like people, I'm like, yo, this is where we are now.
Yeah, like they had this whole thing. This whole picture where it imitated Cardi B's Instagram.
Damn.
And where she put that caption, and her and Offset talking, and she was talking about this is still my man. The fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy,
bro. I'm telling you, I looked at it and I thought it was 100% true. I looked back at it, and then I realized Cardi had 7 fingers, and I was like, that's fake. It's AI.
7 fingers. Oh man. But excuse me. The fact that AI can get that close and borderline make some shit perfect, just if that doesn't make you nervous or it doesn't scare you, it should.
It absolutely should, because it's crazy how accurate pictures are with AI.
And it's only getting better.
iRobot is soon to come. I keep telling y'all this.
iRobot, Minority Report.
Oh, Minority Report. Yeah, for sure. Nonetheless, everybody, it's fake. There was a lot of comments on the internet today talking about, I didn't know Cardi was still messing with Offset. I thought they were done. I thought this, and that. And it's just like, okay. So let me ask you a question, right?
Yep.
So something like that happens and a picture comes across with you and ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, whatever it is. Is that you? Or or should people expect for it to be, no, nigga, that's AI?
Listen, If you know me, you know better than that. That's how I'm gonna say it. That's the easiest way I can say it. Because if you follow me on social media, and this is like a real thing, this isn't fact, this isn't bullshit. This is like if you follow me on social media, you will see how often and what I post. I'm actually kind of boring. Like I don't really post a lot of interesting stuff. Like, yeah, I post stuff for like, my daughter and stuff like that, but like a pretty boring guy when it comes to like things that I post. Like unless it's like, hey, I did my workout today, showing now my fitness content, different story. That's fun. That's fun. But like my regular day-to-day shit, nah, it's pretty boring. Like dead ass, it's boring. Like it ain't really all that appealing or interesting.
I'm not gonna lie. I know you, and every time I click on your story, it's a picture of you at the gym, and that's it.
Sounds about factual.
And every now and then it might be an inspirational quote, and I'm like, it's time to get up and go do something.
All the above seems about factual. That's
Yeah.
pretty much me in a nutshell. I don't post outlandish shit for no reason. It's not my thing.
That I do know. So yeah, that for sure I know. Going on to the next topic of what's trending, right? Again today, the internet tried to kill off another actor, celebrity, whatever you want to call him. But this one hit home for 80s and 90s babies. The internet tried to kill off Michael J. Fox. For those of you who are too young and you're actually watching this show, you're still wet behind the ears.
Yeah, need to be in bed.
You still know how Similac tastes because you just had it last week. You know what your mama areola tastes like, all that, right?
That is not what I expected at all. Okay.
Hey.
I didn't say you were wrong. I just said I didn't expect it. That's all.
But for those of you who were born past 1992, I don't expect you to really know who Michael J. Fox is. Nor do I expect you to understand Back to the Future, because we've already hit that date where Back to the Future was supposed to. We were supposed to have hoverboards, flying cars, and we really do have hoverboards and flying cars. They're just not released to the public, right? So, for whatever reason, the internet tried to kill off Michael J. Fox. And I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to remind people how legendary Michael J. Fox is. Teen Wolf. He was Teen Wolf, and he was Marty McFly. Right? I don't think people give him the credit he deserves, but I'm going to give him his credit today. Marty McFly had not one, not two, but three of the most perfect movies of all time. If you have never seen the Back to the Future franchise, what are you doing with yourself? This is one of the greatest movie franchises of all time. I just watched number 2 the other day. For the most part, the graphics hold up to the test of time.
Yeah, they do, because they're slightly. They were at the time. I'll say they were about 7 to 8 years ahead of their time. Because they weren't far ahead, but they're about 7 to 8-ish years ahead of their time, which does translate pretty well across time.
It does. I think Back to the Future is to the era of to their era as what was Avatar 2 hours, right? Avatar
Okay.
was the first CGI movie and things like that, and it was real big. Back to the Future, for whatever they had with the hoverboards and all that, it was like, yo, we've never seen it look this realistic before. So,
Yeah, I
uh,
mean, I'll 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 partially buy that. I'll say a film not too far after, not too crazy far after Back to the Future 2 that probably was a little more realistic, that kind of in a fucked up way made sense to us, was the original Men in Black.
oh yeah, yeah.
Because that was ahead of its time and held up extremely well. And same with Wild Wild West. That was an underrated sci-fi film for when it came out. Because if you really think about what was
Oh,
going
Wild
on in that,
West.
if you think about what was actually happening in that movie, it was actually ahead of its time. Like mechanical spiders and steam machines and shit to the next level. Like it was, using experimental gadgets and tools and shit like that. Like that shit was pretty ingenuity at its finest. Like that movie had some moments you're like, wait, that's actually kind of dope. Like imagine nowadays if you had a boot that when you stomp your foot down, a motherfucking knife come out that hole. Just imagine that shit in a fight. If you fighting the multiple people and all of a sudden you got some blades attached to your boots, you shit. You want to talk about survival, or you pull out, hey, that belt buckle pistol, like that hoe wasn't legit. That belt buckle pistol was fire.
Hey, listen. Wild Wild West is one of those movies. No, you don't want not. Hey, say what they want. Will Smith never missed on a movie theme song.
No,
Not Men in
no,
Black.
because Will Smith and Cisco, that fucking the Wild Wild West, that was a fucking fire ass. I'm
We're
sorry,
going straight
that was a
to.
fucking fire ass song. And then the Men in Black fucking music video and the beat. Here comes the Men in Black. That shit was epic. And the
And
lyrics
that
and the
that is a
lyrics.
sample.
He killed
And,
the lyrics in that
and a
song.
sample. Oh yeah, and a sample to one of the greatest 70s songs ever, Forget Me Nots. Forget Me Nots is
Yeah.
one of the greatest 70s songs ever. Yeah. So, right before we go, I know you can't really comment too much on this because of your other job, but Iran and I'm gonna say Donald Trump because I'm damn sure not gonna say the USA. I'm just, Iran and Donald Trump agree to a ceasefire.
Mhm.
There's rumors going around saying Iran is saying the ceasefire on the USA's part is very unreasonable, and on the flip side, USA is saying it's unreasonable. It's a both side thing, but somehow, some way, it was announced early today they agreed to 2 weeks of ceasefire.
Correct. And it didn't even last 10 hours.
Right, and that's
But
what I'm into.
it wasn't it I hate to say it this way, but it wasn't our fault because of what was going on in Lebanon. So it was like another, here comes a new challenger type of thing that was already kind of going on that kind
It
of added
was.
fuel to the fire, and then they basically just put a middle finger out there.
Well, I brought it up to ask you this because I think one of the hot topics right now, and I want to get your percentage on this.
Cool.
What do you think, percentage wise, there is going to be a U.S. military draft?
This has come up a lot because of the new pending law that may go into effect, where at 18 years old, boys within 30 days, 20 or 30 days of your 18th birthday or after, you're going to be automatically registered in like the selective service thing, which has been a thing since forever. Now, to go back to the question, my perspective based solely on my literal expertise in my full-time job. If I put an actual percentage on what I, as far as a draft goes, like a legitimate draft, which I think is beyond far-fetched, I'm gonna say 1%. I'm saying 1% because in this day and age, I'm gonna say you have to take the phrase, excuse me, of never say never and use it. However, the reason it's only 1% is because of my full-time profession, which if you don't know what my full-time profession is by now, my job is to put people in boots. My job is to enlist people into the armed forces. Um, Business is booming. First of all, business is booming. Across all branches of service, business is booming. So like we're at this point, I'll say what I need to say without saying too much, is that we are at a position where we're putting in so many people that we're running out of jobs to put them in. Like we are at a rate where we are enlisting more people than we actually have like availability to send kids to training. Like we are like business is booming, booming. Like that's so that's why I'm not as concerned about a quote unquote draft, because I feel like we have a ton of numbers in our respective ranks across the services where right now, especially right now, we cool over here.
Yeah, I'm about the same. I'm definitely feeling the same way you're feeling. Just because, and I don't want anybody to take this to heart or think anything different, but the benefits of joining the military right now, it's too good. Whether you go to war or not is still subjective. We don't know what's going to happen and things like that, but the benefits are too good. And I think we have more than enough people. I mean, like when you think about what is it? It's called the War on Terror, right?
It was.
Well, yeah. So back in 2003, it's called the War on Terror. I think we probably call it I don't know what it's called now.
I don't know.
Iraqi War or
with Iran?
No, not Iran. The war from 2003 till 2009.
Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Okay, well that's it. Okay, so
that's
what
actually what it was called.
Okay.
And then we transitioned to Afghanistan, which is Operation Enduring Freedom.
Okay, so you got both of those, and the draft never came about because we really do. Listen, the great thing about America is you have a lot of people willing to go to war and sacrifice for you. Okay? Never, ever, ever take that for granted. Please don't. I'm telling you.
So
it's great.
Yeah, and you got to look at it like this. They say that less than 1%, joins the armed forces in general. But here's the crazy part about that equation, right? Less than 1% may join the armed forces, but the other 99% benefit from it.
Mm-hmm.
And that part gets glossed over. That 99% gets the ability to talk shit, trash people, say what they want, talk bad about the government, all these things, but won't pick up a rifle, won't set foot off their porch, won't go do the uncomfortable thing. But they love to stand behind the sidelines and and be a bench warmer and talk their shit. But it's like, but what happens when shit is the fan? What you gonna do? You gonna keep talking, or you gonna be about that action? What you gonna do?
That's accurate. Yeah. I mean, it's such a touchy subject for me because I have people, you being one of them.
I have lots of people.
Yeah, Jew Fresh being another. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I got lots of people military base, and it's like, damn. I hate to see them go off to war and things like that, and I think everybody would concur with me. But I think y'all really need to show some more respect at this point. So who signs up? But you know, let's save a deeper topic for another day, as in Memorial Day.
Okay,
Right?
I'll buy that for $1.
Okay. So
That gives us that gives us, man, over a month. Because I do want to put together another masterpiece panel.
absolutely, we got to do it. Got to do it. I love it.
Damn. Sorry, that made me think. Like, this is gonna be the first. Fuck. Sorry, my some emotions kind of hit there. It's gonna be the first one where I'll
Yeah,
talk about Juan.
I got you. I got you. I know what you're talking about.
I'm fucking wearing him right now.
Yeah,
Be the first one I have some actually talk about him.
yeah, it's crazy.
Damn.
Damn.
I just talked about him on Easter Sunday too. I was talking to
Good,
my mom about it
good dude.
because
Good dude.
I had told my mom, I was like, because she asked me about the bracelet, and I was like, and I told her who it was, and I was like, I was just talking to him the other day, and I told him I'm gonna whoop his ass when I see him.
And granted, I saw the bracelet, and I was like, let me see that, and I looked, and I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
I already knew.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck him up when I see him.
Yeah, for sure. I don't even know how to transition out of this right now because it hits different because I actually know that one, and it hits different. Certain shit never get easier. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Especially when you know that person is so young. But god damn. That shit hits a little bit harder. But transitioning, what we got? And we said we're only going to be on here close to an hour today. We got about 23 minutes left.
We're on a power hour.
Yeah, we're on a power hour.
And it's okay, you know, even if we don't make it an hour. But let's get to it. Since we already kind of here, you know, let's have that conversation. Let's talk about Easter. Let's just get to the fun. We told you guys about it for weeks upon weeks. We talk about it every year. And every year it seems to get bigger. You know, and it's interesting. Because it's not a community event. It's a family event. And the fact that as a family event, it's growing is just simply a testament to the closeness of the family. Because yeah, you got your usual suspects who are always going to be there. You had a couple of, you had some new faces. You had some people missing. We were missing people on Sunday. We were actually missing a good solid 7. A good solid 8. Yeah, sorry, 7 to 8 for sure that were missing. So truthfully, it's only going to get bigger. I think I've been thinking about this, and I'll put it out here on the airwaves. I'll put it out in the airwaves. I feel like what I'm going to do with Easter moving forward is I think I'm going to take a page out of Sherrod's parents' book with their annual Christmas party. I think I'm gonna take a page out of their book. I think I'm gonna find a way to make such a family day an even bigger day. I'm still putting the pieces together, but this past Easter really kind of showed me a few more things, a few more ideas, a few more opportunities to do some things. And we had a good amount of food. We had dessert. The kids had a ball. We had the confetti eggs, we had what's called the golden egg hunt. Okay.
Yep.
So the golden egg hunt, it was an idea. It was an idea that I came up with a year and a half ago. And it's all my nephew's fault. I just want the world to know it's my nephew's fault. My nephew
KK,
Kiki.
what
It's
up?
his fault because the first year that we did the golden egg and I was hiding eggs, I had put the golden egg in a tree. And what I did not realize the whole time is that he was looking out the window and watching me hide the egg and stuff so he could go out and get, because they knew with the golden egg meat, it's got some bread in it. And I was like, "You right, you right." So when I peeped game that he had found it, I was like, "Bet." So I did a quick little sleight of hand and I swapped that mug out and I put that golden egg in my pocket and I put another egg up there. As the first thing he did, he charged out there for the tree looking for that golden egg and it wasn't there. And then he was like, "What you mean?" He's like, "Where the golden egg at?" I was like, "I don't know. You got to find it." And then he kind of tipped his hand that he had already seen it. I was like, "Oh, okay. So he was on your bull. All right." He was over there cheating like my pops did when we play Uno. Okay. I'm with the shit.
Facts.
I'm with the shit. And so I let it go for a little bit. And then I finally showed him, like, nah, I got the golden egg. And then it proceeded to be a chase to uncle. So now I'm running around my house with the golden egg in my hand. I mean, when I say running around the house, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not talking about I was running in the front yard, backyard, side yard. Like I was out here looking like Day Day running from Baby D out here. You know what I'm saying? I was out there getting my, super juke on. And so this past Sunday, um, without even discussing this, my baby brother jumped into the fold, and this became a golden egg relay hunt where I took off. I had the golden egg. I was gone. I was doing my thug thizzle. My nephew tried to tackle me. I slipped and threw his ass off because he ain't strong enough. And then when he had a grip on me and I was, shrugging him off, right by the front door, my little brother came running across and he was like, "Hey, let me get that." And I was like, "Bet." And I just boom threw that alley to him and he took it and he took off with it. And then I took off the other way. And we're running around, me and my brother running around. And my sister captured, I got to send you the video, Michael. You'll crack up. My sister captured the moment where my little brother came through the back gate and my nephew was chasing him. And then my little brother had threw the egg or tried to throw it and hit the ground.
I saw all that already.
Yeah. So my baby brother had threw the egg and hit the ground. And out of nowhere, in the most clutch ass moment of clutchness, my sister, in this case, Jennifer, one of the twins, she dove on the ground like a fucking loose basketball, picked that hoe up, and gave me that.
Off.
No. She passed it to me.
Yeah.
She looked, she was just like, "Bro," and she, and I was just like, "Yeah."
I watched it over and over and over again on whoever Facebook story.
Yeah. So the crazy thing is when you watch the video, you see all the collision, the craziness, right? And then you see her toss me the egg, and all of a sudden you just see me just go, gone. I'm off screen. You're like, where the fuck did he go? I was out of there. I was like, so it just gave me the idea of finding a way to make it a little bit bigger. And I think we can. I'm still very particular about who I invite, because I don't want to bring about the wrong people. I don't want to bring about the wrong vibes, the wrong energy, things like that. But I do have I believe they call it a call to action. I believe is what they call it, a call to action. Mm-hmm. LXG, you did not show up like normal. I'm just gonna put that out there. Y'all did not.
You better fucking talk about it, because I damn sure was gonna talk about it.
Like Joseph, you wasn't there. CJ, you wasn't there. Y'all.
Hey, by the way, Joseph got no excuses. Joseph got a car, and he
called. Oh, I know. He told me about his car, and I was gonna give him a congratulations on getting his new car. But
this whole ass nigga called me and was like, yo, what's good? I'm like, what up? He was like, where you at? I'm like, bitch, you know where I'm at. You by Jeremy? Nah, nigga, I'm across the street. CJ, okay, CJ might. I don't know. He drive 18 wheelers. I don't know what the fuck he got going on.
Either way,
But
the
none.
invitation was sent
It was sent
with plenty of notice.
plenty.
And the thing is, I don't expect everybody to be there like when it starts, like because I don't. However, I set it up. I set it up to where even if you do your early morning, you know, your Easter Sunday, your church act, because I don't want to interrupt people's church activities. I don't. DJ Michael be pulled up in literal deacon wear to the party and changed clothes and got ready for the get down. I understand people got to go to church, go do Easter service, do Easter programming. That's why I chose 2:00, because normally people out of church by like noon, 1:00. It's plenty of time for you to get where you got to get. So 2:00 made sense.
So I'm here to call out everybody, and just so I mean you'll agree to, Joseph not there, CJ not there, Josh not there, Josh not there. Who did I miss?
Dak, a literal ghost.
Dak not there. Who am I missing?
I mean, if we going off of the roster, I mean, no, your brother wasn't there.
Oh yeah, well,
I know.
I've been living in Beaumont. I've been wanting to come all the way to Baytown. His girlfriend has to work.
It's a good occasion to come to Baytown from Beaumont.
It is. Oh, it is. It definitely is, and he knew about it. So Ivan wasn't there.
That covers the main folk. As far as LXG go, there was a couple other like some people I invited that ended up not being able to make it, and but they had told me about it. It was cool.
And it's no hard feelings, but nigga, we plan this shit every year for the past 3 years. I've been DJing for the past 2, so
yeah.
And this
ain't like a surprise event. And I've also what I've kind of looked at. I've looked at pushing it to the right and starting at 3. I have looked at that, and I might just for the sake of giving the chefs because this particular Easter was brought to you by Three Kings. When it comes to the menu and the food and how everything was prepared, it was done by.
I don't think you should push it to 3. The reason why is because by 2:00. Everything for everybody to eat was done. I don't think you should push it to. I don't think you should push it to.
Well, the crawfish wasn't because I was trying to stagger it out so that by the time people got there, at least they were soaking.
Well, right. But had you thought everybody was going to be there on time at 2:00, the crawfish would have been done.
Yeah.
I know you now. You're a military man. You're a man of where everybody at.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're right.
Give me about 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
I bet. So, but all in all, I do want to say that I appreciate everybody that did come out, contributed, had a good time, because we gonna ball one way or the other. We gonna have fun. We gonna do what we do. Kids had a great time. This was the first year that we didn't do a moonwalk or a water slide or anything, just because of the last 2 years, I completely anticipated it being hot as shit. And I was like, well, I want to opt for more shade. So we had took the big giant pop-up tent from my dad that he had used for his wedding reception. We set that up in the backyard instead, so everybody has somewhere to sit, chill, and have a good time. I like the idea of that. I'm a fan of that because I liked having it set up the way we did with the tables and everything, to where we had an area for like the dance floor, aka the grass floor, where people could still get there, dance, have a good time. Everybody had enough room. So it's like, I'm not getting away from having a a moonwalk, but I'm okay with saving that extra money and not having one either because I enjoyed having the tent just a little bit more.
I would say this. You had one of the best damn DJs in the land DJing, and we had a blast. Bruh, I don't
Agreed.
see people don't understand, right? It was fun when everybody was there. But when it was me, you, was it Jennifer or Jessica? I can't remember. I think it was Jennifer that was left.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was me,
Jennifer
you, it was me, you, Jennifer,
and Sherrod.
Sherrod, and my mom. And I was like,
Mhm.
oh, everybody gone. Now I can really fucking play. And it was just us four. We were jamming. These niggas will never know.
Oh yeah, we was cooking. So I'm a big fan of that. I would like to get, I'd like to get some more people to come out there. Maybe one of these years we can get, we can get, get Jasmine and her husband and the kids out there, let them come have a good time. I've been to her house for a couple of functions now. So, I'd love to have them at the house as well. Um, you know, um,
Facts.
I'll say, hey, Carla, we missed you as well. You missed out on a good time. But I know you were taking care of business, so I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
But we missed having you there too. Um,
So we're at the 41-minute mark. I mean, I guess we might as well go ahead and dive right into this. 4 years later, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to revisit this thing that was it was really big. We talked about it when it first happened, but the Will Smith Chris Rock slap. I think Will Smith is now in year 3 of his ban from the Oscars.
yeah,
And it happened 4 years ago now.
I don't even remember how long of a ban he said he had. It don't even
Yeah,
matter.
he had a 10-year ban. 10-year
Oh, okay,
ban. So
that's cute.
we're in year 3 of the 10-year ban, but this is the actual anniversary of the day it happened.
Damn, it's been 4 years.
It has.
Fuck.
What you think? It's been 4 years. What you think?
Let the shit go. Like, and I'm not absolving, one of my idols of what happened, but since that has happened, multiple people have come out, talked their shit. Chris Rock has come out and talked his shit. Like, you drug that man through the mud already. You know what I'm saying? Since then, Will Smith has also gone on and done other various projects and things. Like the show he's had that's been on Hulu where he's done all the traveling across the world and shit has been absolutely phenomenal. Great fucking show. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. He had, so it's just like we gotta quit acting like people don't fuck up. And the fact that people decided to almost blacklist him, for lack of a better term, for a moment of weakness. Let's just be real. A moment of weakness is crazy because it's like not a single one of these motherfuckers out here that's doing that live a perfect life. All you motherfuckers out here done something. Now, I'm not saying that, I get it. This man put his hands on another man. However, in the world of men, when somebody puts their hands on you, you have two choices. Do something, do nothing. Chris Rock decided to do nothing. That's it. Like, he chose to do nothing. Not saying he was wrong. I just said he chose to do nothing. That's okay. There are people that are like, oh, if he would have slapped me, it'd have been this, that, and the third. Hey, man, listen. We don't know. But what we do know is that after it was a very popular meme and whatnot for quite some time, both men have moved on. They have. And that's why I think, when you ask me, what should happen, or I'm like, shit, nothing. Let the shit go. Like, let the shit go. Like, you are the same people out here in society, and we had this whole conversation about this court of public opinion bullshit. Y'all are the same people who are out here defending these dudes that's out here beating the fuck out of women and shit, and y'all got mad over a dude slapping another dude and lost y'all shit. Like, miss me with all that bullshit. Like, y'all really out here defending this shit. The same people that's probably out here defending old girl from The Bachelorette who got canceled because she was beating shot her boyfriend. Like, y'all are the same fucking people. I ain't heard not a one person drag her ass like they did that shit with Will Smith. And this literal, she on video putting her hands on this dude and throwing a chair and almost hit the damn kid.
Well, I can tell you why, or you want me to sit back and just leave it alone?
Fuck that. Talk your shit.
Because I got one question to ask. What did that nigga do to piss the girl off that much to make her want to put her hands? You see how this shit go every single time? Every single time. The question is, oh, she slapped that nigga. Well, what the fuck did he do? No. That shouldn't be the question. The question should be, what happened?
Period.
To get to that point.
What are both sides? What are both sides of this story so that we can meet in the middle?
Women always get the benefit of the doubt.
But listen, you're not wrong. My thing is, if that man did not put his hands on that woman, then she shouldn't have put her hands on him. Period.
Talk your shit.
Because I'm like, listen, even if it's a situation where they had a verbal disagreement. Let's just start there. Let's start at the base level of this shit. They had a verbal disagreement and it got to that point where it became disrespectful. Okay, cool. Y'all got into an argument. It got disrespectful. Y'all took a lot of personal shots, this, that, and the third. None of those things justify you getting physical. None. However, if y'all got disrespectful and it caused him to push you, and then all we saw after you pushed her was her trying to, knock your block off. All right, you have a case. I'm gonna say you have a case. But if all that happened was verbal, and I understand the verbal abuse and all that stuff is a real thing. I get it. You don't put your hands on each other. This ain't got shit to do with like the man versus the woman versus the man is stronger than the woman. None of that shit. Because human beings do crazy shit when they're pushed too far. Whether you are a man or a woman, if you get pushed far enough, you might do something that you don't realize you can do. You just don't. You poke that bear enough, that bear gonna strike. You fuck with that snake long enough, you gonna get bit and get the venom. Like, you fuck with that lion knowing good and hell well that motherfucker see you as its next meal, and that bitch finally gets you, it's a wrap. So why you out here poking another human, knowing what humans are capable of doing? Like, we have a track record of serial killers, terrorists, all kinds of fucking people, and you want to fuck with somebody to a point where you start hitting them and throwing shit at them? What if that man would have snapped? What if that man would have went straight Chris Benoit on y'all ass?
They will tell you why you going that lethal.
Like, we got to quit acting like human beings are not capable of responding in a way that you don't want them to respond if you push them far enough. Because we are. Sorry. It's the reality of real life.
It's facts.
Like, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying you don't know what someone's capable of, so you should be mindful of what you do and how you respond, if you can, respectfully, of course.
Of course.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much how I feel about that whole Will Smith thing at this point.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up for me too.
Like, we don't even talk about the Jonathan Majors situation anymore.
No.
And especially after we found out it wasn't even his fault, which is even crazier. They was ready to drag that man, and then when there's video evidence, this man running from this female, and it wasn't even his fault.
I think because it was on national TV and because you could see it live and the way he reacted and cussed, everybody's like, "Oh, Will Smith did, Will Smith did." Nope. That shit didn't just happen overnight. But here's what I will say. Brother Will Smith, do what you gotta do, man. You say that's your wife, that's your everything, that's your people. All right. Show us what it is.
Mm-hmm. That's all.
Other than that, I got no ties into this. So
whatsoever.
My boy, you got any final words? Let's get up out of here.
I do, man. There's an upcoming epidemic, and I'm using this as my final thoughts, but I'm also using this as my prequel to an epic real talk coming soon.
Okay.
And this came across my social media by accident while I was doom scrolling one day recently. And there is an attack going on protecting your peace. There are now people out here that are saying that people that are claiming to protect their peace are using that as a crutch and an excuse to avoid conflict and avoid problems and hide. Why? So I'm still watching a few more videos. I'll collect all the data before I go off. But there's so many people in the comments that are like, yes, this is exactly like, I'm like, hold on. So once again, we are finding a way, once people, whether the man or the female, doesn't matter, have decided that they would rather do something like protect their peace rather than have something get in the way of that. And all of a sudden, that makes you a bad person? Nah. Coming soon, the rebuttal. Outside of that, my final thoughts are very simple. If you think about it, if you feel it and it makes you nervous, you should go do it. Don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to get out there and do something that you never thought you could possibly do, because if you've thought about it, that means you want to do it. And if you want to do it, you should go do it. You should. Don't be afraid. You only live once. Life's short. Take that chance, take that gamble, take that leap of faith. If video games have taught us anything, on Assassin's Creed, when he gets to the top of a peak and all of a sudden he jumps off that ledge and lands in some hay, it's because he took a leap of faith. And I feel like that applies to life. And sometimes that leap of faith is scary. But at the end of it, you're going to land in that hay unscathed, soft, and ready to move on to the next adventure. And you should do that.
Okay. Y'all know what it is. Check us out tomorrow. Basket to Basket. Jesus Christ, the name just slipped my mind.
With the show after Basket to Basket?
Basket to Basket tomorrow is...
You got tomorrow, the Thursday show?
Yep. We skipped that for now. Friday, we got Inside the Huddle. And, of course, Tuesday, we got the original Basket to Basket show. And then next week, Wednesday, we'll be right back here with Gentlemen's Talk. Y'all know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate each and every one of you, especially for the people that came on tonight. Short show, but in the words of my brother GQ, we are out. And salute.
Motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it, get through it. Mumble mentality activated. I waited for so long. Get burdens, I've outwaited. When you see me